For choosing Wake Up Nigeria, your best breakfast television show to start your day by. Welcome.
Yes, a warm welcome once again from Lagos, Nigeria. It's another day of fun.
Guys, now, by the way, the kitchen today is a very different kind of kitchen. This is my kind of chef because she brought cake in the morning. In fact, maybe I might even bump in there. Mary, am I welcome?
No, you're not. Don't even bother.
But Mary, I brought your shoes.
You know, you said a lot this morning. Let's keep it that way, Maz. Don't cause more trouble for yourself. Okay, so welcome again to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Chef Olufunke has been hard at work. We're trying as much as possible to make sure breakfast is ready in time. What are we having for breakfast again?
We're having semi-ripe plantain with mackerel fish fillet in pepper sauce.
Yeah, it sounds like a mouthful, and it is a mouthful because there's even dessert, as Mazino mentioned. In case you missed it earlier, don't worry, you see it at the end of the show, definitely. It's not in my belly, I promise. The ingredients are currently on your screen right now. In case you missed anything earlier or you're just tuning in, you can scribble them down. Okay. So far, so good. What have we done?
So we've had the plantains are on. Okay. So they're almost cooked. And then we have the vegetable oil already in the pan. So we're going to add some ginger and allow it to sizzle. Can I have the garlic, please? Yes, thank you very much. So we allow it to fragrance, and then we also add some garlic, minced garlic. You can chop this up with a knife, and also have some onions already chopped up.
All right.
So we add that. For those in the studio, you're going to, perceive.
Don't worry, the aroma is already doing things to us. We'll be all right. We're used to it.
So we allow that to cook down a little, to fry down. It will be a bit fragrant and tender. Okay. Then we're going to add the sauce.
Okay. So when we add the sauce, what do we do next? We
add the sauce, and then we allow it to cook down a little. That's we reduce it. It will take out the sweetness. This is freshly made sauce. Every time you slash your tomatoes and pepper mixture, and it's fresh, there's a different taste to the freshness. Yeah. So it's always nice to do it when it's fresh. So you don't need to add so much seasoning or MSGs to the product, to your finished product. So that already gives it that tomatoes, pepper, fresh taste. Then all the other spices added, will give it the taste you're looking for.
So it's always a good idea to use your pepper when freshly blended.
Freshly blended, yes. A trick we use is also when you buy bulk, you can put your peppers and tomatoes without blending, or blend them fresh and store them. Don't boil.
Okay.
So that when you want to take it out, and you portion it, and when you want to take it out, you use it. It still tastes as fresh as when you just blended it.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So you can store them either whole, frozen, yes, and then take out in portions and blend, or blend them at once, portion them, put them into the freezer. Then when you need it, you take out a portion. So you still get that very fresh, earthy taste of the tomatoes.
Okay.
So this is almost tender now.
All right.
So we're going to add the paste.
Okay.
Some people like their onions chunky.
All right. That's true, like me. I love to see onions in food. I've never really understood I can't imagine tasting ginger. What kind of thing is this? I just tasted garlic in my food. That can never be me. I love all of these things fresh.
I guess because people don't know the nutritional value of most of the things they are eating. Yeah. So they don't know the benefits they are going to get. Like garlic and ginger, they are what they call antibiotics for the body. So when you take them regularly, you are sure you are rid of boils, you are sure you are rid of so many infections you don't want on a regular, even without knowing it. Ginger is an anti-inflammatory. Yeah. It helps the body to cleanse. Like women, when they are before premen and all that, you can take ginger constantly as a tea or in your food. It helps the ease of blood flow in your body. But because people don't know, they always think, oh, I don't like the taste. But when you get to know the benefits of it, you would love to eat it because you know what it's doing to your body.
You know what you said is very true, because I could not stand it initially. So I see my mom chew it and everything, and I'm like, ew. I used to have a classmate in school, Jadesola and her sister. Their mom used to make them eat garlic. So people used to call them garlic girls and all that. But do you know, to me, there's no shame now. Maybe back then it was probably something, but now that I'm looking back, I'm like, don't you just wish you were the garlic girl? Because there's so many nutritional benefits. I would never have imagined, as at 5 years ago, that I would be able to chew ginger or garlic. And yet, here we are. Okay, well, we'll definitely get on with our cooking.
So
what?
I'm going to add the stock.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay.
We have to go on a break now because we've reached the top of the hour. On the next side of the hour, we'll definitely bring you more Wake Up Nigeria. Please stay with us.
Good morning once again and welcome. Second hour here on the show, and we are deep into inquiry into our personal lives right now. Needs water to quench her thirst.
Yes,
but,
I need water to quench my thirst.
Other
But
conversations arose.
You guys are all the water that I need.
Ooh, I did not see that going in that direction. I was going to take you down, but you came back up.
Yes.
That's nice.
So we are so thrilled, guys, to have you here on the second hour, guys. Thank you for being a part of the show. Honestly, your dedication is amazing. It blows our minds away.
Absolutely. That's a reward we look forward to every single morning. But hey, tell you guys what, this second hour, it's going to be a humdinger of a show. Breakfast like you expected it to be, especially with cake this morning. We have our delectable dish maker in the place to be, and our chef is going to be, well, thrilling us.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I guess you guys can live through our experiences vicariously. We'll let you know how it tastes. Oh yeah, Mary's in the kitchen sniggering at me.
I'm not sniggering at you. I'm just saying because of cake. What's your own? Cake is... chef. Breakfast. Because of cake, Mazino. Now let me blow your mind. What's the flavor again?
It has ogaju orange, which is
Oga
our
what?
special ogaju orange.
Ogaju
It's a
orange.
special blend from our bakery.
Aha.
Yes, and it's got decadent dreams, a chocolate base, and it's got red velvet.
Okay.
Which you're never going to have a slice of, Mazino.
You know what?
I love her choice of words with food. They're so
sinful.
I was going to say explicit, like so alluring. Like it makes you just want to.
Just go and spoil yourself. Forget about a diet. Get a pot belly. It's life. Live it at full crush. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. Now, okay, let's get on with the show for the second hour. We know you guys have been craving this second hour, especially those of you who wake up later, not late. You're welcome still. My name is Mazino Appeal.
Just in case you did not know, that was a silent shade. It's just straight bullets. If it cuts you, well.
What is your name?
My name is Ime Okoche. Remember that you can watch the show live on channel 16 and UHF 49.
Absolutely. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms. That includes Threads, by the way, just in case you forgot. Of course, hey, we are also available on the go. Carry us with you. Use the app, which you can download on Google Play Store or on iOS.
Yes. And let's dive into what we have right next. In the next
indeed.
little less than 45 minutes on the show.
So, coming up still on the show here today, we have a very interesting guest that will be joining us. Joining us for a quality conversation this morning is Fumi Ogunro, a passionate advocate of inclusion for children with disabilities. Now, we shall be engaging her on her journey of empathy and selfless service.
Also joining us for parenting is Joy Abu, a certified broadcaster and certified child coach. She has a passion and love for kids, and today we will be talking about time management and productivity in kids.
Yes, is far and wide. With hit songs like So Good, she's become a sensation in the gospel music scene, and we can't wait to have her here on Wake Up Nigeria.
And for a final discussion, we have Momo Divine Paul. He's also known as 12 the Creator. He's a 27-year-old full-time visual artist and fashion designer from Esako West in Auchi, Edo State. He's also the current creative director of the digital Escape Africa Creative Collective. Quite an interesting conversation we'll be having with him later on. And we are back. Thanks for staying with us. We are about to get into a very interesting conversation. The International Day of Sign Languages was commemorated on 23rd of September, which was over the weekend. And with us on the couch right now is Fumi Ogunro. She is a passionate advocate of inclusion for children with disabilities. And today we'll be engaging her on her journey of empathy and selfless service in educating children and even adults on the importance of sign language. You're welcome, Fumi. How are you doing?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for being here.
And with me is Mrs. Sheung.
Okay.
He's an interpreter. He's a team member, a very strong member, and the coordinator of Friends of the Deaf International Foundation.
Now let's talk about what inspired you to, go on this journey of selfless service.
It was after my younger sister died in 2015. Okay, she died due to communication gap.
Okay.
And she had typhoid. She was a final year student at the University of Ilorin.
Oh.
So at that time, I didn't know sign language. So after she died, I decided to do something for the deaf community. That was why I had to learn sign language and set up Friends of the Deaf International Foundation with the vision of bridging communication gap with sign language and also to promote educational rights of deaf children. Because in my community, there are a lot of deaf children in Ikorodu, Adamo, not going to school. So what I did was to support them, put them in the government school in Ikorodu, ensure that these children are educated. But with time, due to distance, and then I had to set up the school in my house in 2020. And beyond that, we do inclusive spelling bee. The idea is to promote inclusion of children with disability in schools. You know, my passion is to see that these children are embraced in every school. They don't have to travel all the way because we have few schools that are called special schools. But I believe if we promote inclusion in our schools, children with disability should be absorbed in schools near home.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the education for people who, because I mean, sign language is, now, okay, let me ask first. Is sign language like learning any sort of language? So for example, if I want to learn how to speak Igbo or Hausa, is it as easy as learning a sign language?
Yes, sign language is a language. I always tell people that come to us, because we teach from time to time the sign language. What is your passion? Why do you want to learn sign language? I decided to learn sign language after my sister died, so I can communicate with the deaf. And with the theme of this year's sign language awareness, talks about a world where deaf people everywhere can sign anywhere. So we have deaf people everywhere before who are not able to sign everywhere.
Now let's talk about your what your foundation is doing is in educating people on sign language.
Yes.
So for example, I mean, you're also on the journey of inclusion, making sure that there are children with disabilities, you know, in schools.
Yes.
And also the responsibility of the school is also to cater to, you know, these children, because if you don't know how to cater to them, you wouldn't know how to take care of them. And you know, sign language, which of course is a barrier, you know, in that communication. So how are you educating people, you know, first to be interested in learning sign language, and also passing this education and knowledge to, you know, the children?
Yes. You know, we encourage more people to learn sign language, because before now, deaf people sign everywhere, but not everywhere. They are everywhere. They are not able to sign, for instance, at the hospital. My younger sister died because doctors, nurses do not understand sign language. Now, this is why I'm learning it. You want to accommodate a deaf child in your school. A deaf child can actually do everything the regular child can do. But here, now, if the teachers are able to learn sign language, they know it, they can communicate, then learning can take place.
Let's talk about the basics, right? So here I am, and there's a deaf person in, you know, our midst. How do I learn? What is the basics for learning, you know, the sign language? Because to be honest, I've always found it interesting, right? But not everyone can, you know, speak in that language.
Yes.
So what are the basics for learning sign language?
Okay, the basics, that's why we start. We have this basic sign language class. And we'll be launching a new one this weekend. So we want our viewers at home to be part of it. Just send a chat to me, just send sign language to my number on WhatsApp, and you'll be added to that class. Now the basic is very easy. In 2 weeks, we'll teach you the alphabet. You have to learn the ABC sign language.
So can we start? Yes. Teach me on the ABC.
This is the A,
B,
C, D. Yes, it's very easy, and then we get to Z. Okay, so these are things we'll be teaching in 2 weeks. We'll teach you the basic, how to greet a deaf person, and how to introduce yourself.
To that. So how do I say hello to a deaf person?
That is it, hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
So this will be taught free.
How are you?
How are you?
How?
Yes. So you can join that R. Just take letter R. And then this is you.
You.
Very good.
Oh,
okay, so it's very easy.
How are
You are passionate, you want to learn.
Yeah.
That is why learning will be very easy for you. But someone whom you're forcing to learn will still say, it's very difficult, I don't want to learn. So we are, even parents of these children, when they come to school, I tell them, your child should be able to get home and complain about me.
You know what? I see the passion, and I'm sure that your information is on the screen right now, so that people who are interested in learning, sign language can get across to you. Because I think we need to find a way to bridge this
the communication gap. Yeah, I will drop my number
in our society and in the country or in the world at large.
Yes,
because
the deaf should be able to sign with anyone. You want to buy something, you want to. And this limits them a lot.
Yes, I know. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you for having us.
For coming on the show. Right, so now I know how to say, how are you? So yes, I'm asking you watching, how are you? We'll be right back, people. Wake Up Nigeria continues. All right, stay with us.
Welcome again, and thank you for joining us once more for Parenting for a Tuesday. We have Joy Abu here with us. She's a certified broadcaster and also certified child coach. She's got a passion for and love for kids, and she's here to converse with us about time management and productivity in kids. You're welcome, Joy.
Thank you very much.
Same this here. This is the first time I'm having to.
Yeah, the very first time I never sected.
I'm more excited to have you. Time management, productivity, kids, 3 words that are totally not related to kids in any way. So I'm wondering how this is even going to be a conversation. Okay. How do we manage time and productivity for kids? And what age are we talking about here, just so we have a very good premise?
Time management and productivity cuts across all ages for kids. Okay. There is no limited time. I would give exception to toddlers or sucking babies, but once you're about the school age, come on, time management is key for you. So for me, it cuts across all the ages.
I've always just thought that it is a carryover from the parents' habits that the kids also pick up. If you've got a tardy father or a tardy mother, you're definitely going to get that. I'm going to make a joke now that I'm going to get casted for. Women and makeup.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. So every Sunday it's a problem for us because I'm in the car waiting. My wife, she's drawing her eyebrows, and But so how can we? How does it apply to kids?
Okay. I'll give you a very typical scenario. Sometimes you see kids going to school as late as 9 a.m.
Yes.
And you ask yourself, what has this child been doing at home? What have the parents been doing at home for that child to get to school at that point? And like you said, it's a carryover from parents. And we've discovered that it's very difficult right now to twist the mind of parents, but we can actually start grooming the kids. Like, you know what? Start up early, wake up your kids early. They should incorporate the habits of timing, which is key in everything they are doing. And mind you, the more you are acquainted with timing, the more productivity you get at school, wherever you find yourself. So that's why we are telling our parents that, let's start with the kids. Let's leave you. Let's teach our kids what time management is at a very tender age.
Wow, that's very interesting. Parents would often blame their kids for coming back with bad grades, not knowing that I didn't get to class in time.
Because 8 a.m. the first period is over, and your child is working in 9 a.m. Come on, that's almost an hour gone.
So to extend that further, how does that manifest in their adult life when you don't bring them up to respect time?
Now, if you notice, people who are disciplined with time are people, let me put it, do you realize that people that went to boarding school are more time conscious than day students because they were used to timing in everything in the boarding. And then you see that it reflects in their life. Even when they get back to the house, they are used to that conscious environment of timing. Now, such people grow up being disciplined. And there are some people that once you tell them it's 7 a.m., they don't joke with 7 a.m. They are there. That's because it's something they've grown up with. It's something that has been part of their life. They've grown to it and then they realize it. So at a larger age, it helps in productivity in adults. You see that most people who are time conscious, they don't have, once you give them a time, they are there even before you. It's because they've walked through it from tender age to that particular distance.
I want to put that boarding school theory to the test. Where's Mr. Francis? Mr. Francis, where are you? Mr. Francis, did you go to boarding school? Were you in boarding? You didn't go. Who went to boarding school here? Mary, were you in boarding school? Who was in boarding school? Our chef was in boarding school. She came early. I'm looking for a boarding school person that comes late all the time.
You hardly find them.
Well, I didn't go to boarding school, but I take pride in being punctual all the time. So how will I, with the absence of such facilities or instances boarding school attendance, be able to inculcate that habit in a child? Let's start from the age of, say, 6. And let's not use the resumption in school early as a sample. Let's say, what exercise can help children actually improve in their time?
Now, there's something that says early to bed, early to rise. Whether you're in the school system or not, I, for once, at home, there's this policy. Whether you go to bed early, whether it's school resumption, once it's 5 a.m., you're up.
You're up.
Whatever it is you're doing, you go to bed late, 5 a.m., you're up. And it's not the alarm that wakes you. Subconsciously, you're awake because it's something that has run through your whole system. So it's not about the school resumption. It's about being conscious of it, whether you're in the school system or not. Once it's 5 a.m., you're up naturally. And if you're an adult who have developed that timing for yourself, at that point, you're losing sleep. You consciously see yourself being awake. It's not as if you're doing anything, but you're awake at that point, you're literally awake. So whether you went to a boarding school or not, it's incorporated into the
timing
kid.
now, productivity. Let's take those two and put it in terms of chores at home. When to do the dishes, when to do your homework, when to do this, what kind of time is allotted for specific chores or specific activities. How can I train my child to also respect that as well?
Set routines.
Routines.
Set routines, set timings, set estimated timings to whatever choice they're doing. Your homework shouldn't take more than 10, 15 minutes. There should be that timing to it. Your choice shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. So it helps them with estimated time and it takes away procrastination. So they know that I don't need to procrastinate this for this.
Interesting.
So routine and timing, it's key. Once they have a set routine, they will naturally grow into those things.
Okay.
You don't need to remind them.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2.
You have 2 kids,
Yeah.
boys, girls?
I have a girl and a boy.
Girl and a boy. So how do you manage when that time when they have to eat? My daughter takes 2 hours.
Now I was coming to eat.
Help me, oh.
I have the stopwatch. I have the stopwatch I use. And then I tell you, okay, this is breakfast. It shouldn't take you more than 20 minutes to eat your breakfast. So that means you don't need to talk. While you're eating, you're concentrating on your food at that moment. Yes. And so your timing is there for you. And I do that so that even when they find themselves in an environment where they have to work with speed, they are not left behind. So we know that for toddlers, it might take a longer time. But for those who are grown up from 6 years, come on, what are you doing eating an hour? What food are you eating?
Well, I think I know where the mistake is, where the problem might be. She's got this penchant for wanting to watch cartoons.
Now that's the problem.
While she's eating.
They shouldn't eat and watch cartoons. Do one at a time. That's timing. There's a set time for food. You're done with your food, you go for your cartoon. So once you set that timing and routine, it becomes natural. They know that, okay, this is it, this is it. So that's
very interesting. Now, for people who already, like me, have these malpractices in the lives of their kids, how can they rectify it?
Now, it's very simple. Have a conversation with them. Okay, you know what? Now, we've done this week. Can we set a routine? You come back from school.
I shouldn't flap
No. There's always a conversation. You know, I always preach conversation.
Okay.
And that's because it helps them understand the reason why. You're telling them this is the reason why you have to be time conscious. It's going to help you even in your homework. It's going to help you even in your playtime. You have enough time to play. You have enough time to watch your cartoons. So once you bring in that incentive into them, they keep smiling at it.
There's no opportunity for a vote.
No. There is none.
That's a very interesting way to reset them. Claps.
Just set routines and then set stopwatches to it. And make sure everyone around your environment is conversant with the new developments.
Nice. Joy, why did it take me this long to be on a set with you? I've enjoyed it.
And I was wondering.
Don't worry, next time when you come back, it'll be me all the while.
I'm always here.
Great. Thank you for coming over.
Thank
We've
you
enjoyed this month with you. Looking forward to having you back again.
It was great. I know, thanks to Ryan. TVC, I'm grateful.
Thank you very much.
Yes, it's time for our final discussion. And we have with us on the couch Momo Divine Paul. He's also known as 12th the Creator. He says there's a story to that name. We'll find out later on.
Absolutely. He's 27 years old and is a full-time visual artist and also fashion designer from Esako West. You didn't say that right last time. Esako West.
Oh, Esako.
Esako.
It's actually Esako.
Guy, who side are you on?
It's actually Esako.
Esako.
Divine, good to have you here. Welcome, man. Great art, man.
It's my pleasure.
Your visual art is something I wish I could do. It's fantastic. But first, before we get into that, tell us about that. 12th, the Creator. What's that about?
I'm going to give you a story. So I was opportune to star one of my friends for his music video shoots.
Okay.
Okay.
Before then, I realized that I had the gift of creation.
Okay.
Yeah. And what better way to let people know that that's the person I am than to put it as my name.
Ah.
So I thought I could change my name and tell people that this is who I am, but I also have to change my social media. So I tried to change my social media to the creator, but all the creators were taken, obviously. And so I was left with 12th.
And why 12?
Creator. 12th because I was born on 12th of August.
Okay. There we have it.
Moving, it's actually, we're still going.
Oh, wow, okay.
We're still going. It's
grab the
very,
popcorn.
it gets interesting actually. So I'm on the music video shoot, I'm on set and I meet with one of the models and we're just talking, very short conversation. After 2 days, he texts me and like, you know your name has a meaning, yeah? I'm like, okay, give me the gist. He said, there are 2 numbers in my name, which is 1 and 2. And 1 plus 2 equals to 3. And if you're familiar with the Trinity, basically I'm a God in a human body, having a human experience. And that made so much sense because that's how I see myself as the creator. So I call myself the creator that was created.
Nice.
Yeah.
Add a bit of modesty, why don't you?
Yeah, because I mean, we're all gods here on earth.
No, I took my own to the next
Yeah,
level.
but this is art.
I took
you're
my own to
seeing
the
right
next
here.
level. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But hey, that's quite an interesting story. Now talk to us about, you're an artist. You're a visual artist. You're a fashion designer.
Yeah.
You are a creative person. Like there's so many art you're wearing in the creative space. So which of them stands out for you? Which one of them is after your heart?
Okay, so for me, I feel like art is all encompassing. Yeah, and so every aspect of what I do is embedded in visual arts.
Okay.
From fashion to creative direction to set design, everything is embedded in the visual arts.
Okay.
I started off as a fashion designer, actually, from making bow ties, suit roses, to actual outfits, to then doing wearable art. And from wearable art, I just went deeper and deeper and deeper, and I keep going deeper and deeper into arts, from painting to sculptures.
It just keeps going on.
Yeah, it just keeps going.
You've got an entire universe of creation.
Yeah,
That's very
yeah.
interesting. I also see that you do I call them murals? The ones you draw on?
Yeah, I do murals.
What's the biggest mural you have ever done?
I think the biggest I've ever done was it was for a beach house in Ilashe. J Vibes Beach House was.
How big did it
I
go?
don't know what to put it in measurement, but I knew it took me a while to complete because it was a really.
So the reason why I asked specifically about murals, because I'm always so fascinated by murals. If you ever came to Festac, there was one done by a very known artist. I'm just going to leave his name out because we're focusing on you right now.
I know
you know who it is,
the name of the artist. He's actually my friend.
I knew it was
nice,
going to be.
okay.
And it's so big. It's on the side of an entire block of flats.
Ooh,
In fact,
okay.
several of them. And I go there just to look at it, And I wonder how you are able to take a picture, perhaps maybe on your phone, and how do you measure that that's where
This
that
should be,
stops,
that
that's where
should
that
be.
begins. How do you translate from little pictures to that humongous piece on the wall?
If I told you there was a technique for it, I would. For me, I would be lying because I know a lot of people use like measurements and grades and all. I think God just gave me the gift of accuracy.
Okay, talking about gifts and accuracy, I'm listening to you speak and I'm trying to get into your headspace.
Yeah.
I mean, what's your creative process like?
Okay, so it starts with a thought and then a sketch.
Is that why you have your writing pads?
Yeah, this. Sometimes I don't even have to sketch.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Or it's just like another black.
No, I
black book?
actually, I actually brought it so you guys could skim through.
Can we show it?
Look at
Yes,
that.
def.
Look at that.
You just go
Beautiful.
about sketching things that come to you.
Yeah, it's just very natural.
What do you use? What did you use in creating this?
Paint markers.
Oh, okay, it's beautiful
Thank you.
and it's weird at the same time.
So like most of my paintings always have like 12 eyes, you know, because
12 eyes.
that's the number 12 is very, very significant to me.
for
So
you.
yeah.
Okay.
What about eyes?
Great.
Why eyes? Why?
Why not nose or mouth?
Eyes stand for enlightenment. It's one very major symbol in my art process. So
Do you like the movie 12 Monkeys? Have you ever seen it?
no, I have not seen it.
Oh, you should see it.
I will.
You would like it.
Oh, this is beautiful, actually.
Thank
it's
you.
really, really, really nice. Now, let's talk about what's next for you in the art space.
Yeah, exactly. What are you looking at doing? What's the next biggest
Exhibitions, showing my works at galleries and museums. So I'm a self-taught artist, and I wouldn't say I've been practicing for so long, but I'm looking forward to being in larger spaces, bigger spaces, exhibitions, museums, galleries, traveling the world, touring the world.
Is it lucrative
art.
being an artist in any case?
Yeah, it is. It is actually. There's
What's the least amount? Least.
Look, you look at this bombastic side eye. Like,
I'm not going. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. For me and for the people that, in the
but
community.
people appreciate your art enough to actually say, I'm going to pay you so and so much.
Yeah, they do.
You know, just
Have you
something
started
that's
earning
aesthetically
foreign coins?
pleasing.
Yes, I have.
Is that earning curve for you?
Yeah.
Oh, better. I mean, because his art pieces are really, really,
They are,
really
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Quite exportable too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's grand. Now, these exhibitions that you are looking forward to having, what form would they take? I ask this deliberately because I see exhibitions as some people just come on, paintings, fantastic. But if you've been outside the country, you've witnessed exhibitions of a totally different kind.
So,
I can't remember his name of this artist that made a picture and just shredded it right there and then. I can't remember his name. But some of them have very interesting fourth dimensional type space, relevance or this and that. There's always something unique. In your case, if you were to do that kind of, or do an exhibition, what would be the unique feature about that exhibition and nobody else?
so this is me about to tell a secret about an exhibition I'm planning to do sometime in the future. Like you said, it's just been people coming to see just paintings or I've come up with an idea of an immersive experience.
Immersive, that's good.
Different spaces with different happenings. There's going to be a space that is a glow in the dark space. The only thing you can see is just the highlights of the glow.
Nice.
There's going to be another space that is tech, Web3 kind of thing, just animations and videos, and there's no actual painting. And it's just a lot. I don't want to go.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
talk
I
too
mean,
much
yeah,
into that.
yeah, because
But
I mean,
yeah, because I also share that sentiment with you, the sentiment of just seeing just
I want it to be
paintings.
I want it to be immersive as well.
Immersive experience, yeah.
I also want it to be experiential. I want
Yeah.
to leave and say that was memorable.
yeah.
You know, so I'm looking forward to actually being.
You should come
that
for my
future
exhibition.
exhibition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it as well
Yeah.
because I mean, you listen to you speak about it. I've got quite an idea that I'd like to share, but we have to collaborate on it.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm always
No,
looking for
no problem.
Always
No problem. I'm actually always. I feel like a lot of people underrate the power of collaboration.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much.
So like I do that. I feel like there's so much you can do on your own alone. Yeah.
Tell you what, yeah, fantastic work, and we love what you do. We can't wait to see more.
Beautiful
of
work.
it.
Thank you.
However, we have another artist inside of our kitchen.
Ooh.
I'd like you to meet. Our chef has put together something fantastic. And
Let's go.
calm down now. Let's go. So, please, can we go now? Let's go already. Come on.
Now, wow.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Welcome to the kitchen.
Thank you.
Today's chef is Chef Olufunke. and she has prepared this beautiful spread for us. It's the kind of spread that you don't quite know where to start.
I mean,
Okay, so
I
tell
know
us
where to
what
start.
we're having for breakfast, please.
Okay, so we are going to start from the very top, which is with our fresh fruit juices. So we have the ginger and lemon juice here. Like I said earlier, it's good to detoxify your liver and have a lot of juices in the morning before you eat a heavy meal, because you've lost a lot of water in the morning when you wake up, and so just replenish and cleanse your liver. So you have the cucumber juice here. It's just all cucumber, freshly juiced. Then you have orange and turmeric. I've talked about the benefits of turmeric, how they're antioxidants for your body and anti-inflammatory. And here you have beetroot and lime. Beetroot is very good for your heart and your kidneys. It helps to make sure that it cleanses the
I'm not done writing.
So, you know what? I need you to dig into that, okay?
yes,
that
please.
fish sauce, that's the tilapia. No, the mackerel
fillet.
Yeah.
Said tilapia.
Where
It was made this morning in the
Please
morning.
enjoy.
Please dig in. We want your feedback.
we'll do this on air as well.
Sorry, it's
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
okay.
a part of me.
It's
All
okay.
right.
It's
It's okay,
fine.
that's fine.
And then, of
So,
course,
yeah.
cake for dessert. Yeah,
I mean,
Which is
this
the best
is
part.
quite a spread.
in fact.
And you did this in how many hours?
Sis, you should know when I'm in the kitchen, we get things
please.
done.
You go,
Come on,
girl.
get away. You think I'm going to
You
talk
go,
about this?
girl.
You.
What do you think? What do you think? Love it? Like it?
I feel like you're distracting me.
Oh, I am. All right. So I have been called out for being a distraction. Thank you to all our guests for being on the show today. Thank you so much to all the creator and Chef Olufunke.
pleasure.
You are a sweetheart.
Well done. Thank you so
An
much for being
absolute
here.
sweetheart.
Good to be here.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. And of course to all our guests. Thank you. And for you at home and to you at home watching, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have to go now, people. Have a great day ahead.
Bye.
Bye.